A little knowledge is a very dangerous thing.
And they're going to continue to do it until somebody finally stops them.
I know for a fact, you can look in their eyes and tell when somebody wants to kill you that they had that face, that stone cold face, that appearance.
I could feel the vibrations coming off of it, but there was no sound.
They're going to keep playing that hand, and I think the general public is going to see through it.
Everything's active, unbeknownst to most of the people on this planet.
They need to hand over the reins because it's not theirs. It's the property of the United States military and people.
Give us what you got. Give us this information. Let us make our own decision.
At a certain point, you have to call their bluff.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins along with my brother Brent. The wildfires, Los Angeles, unprecedented, but also the UFOs were spotted. Are you seeing one right now? The Santa Monica Beach Cam, powered by the Explorer.org, captures some kind of anomaly during the event as it continues as we speak. But let's get some closer looks in just a moment. Buckle up, everybody. We've got a lot of UFOs for you tonight. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? It's kind of faint. It's off in the distance. This bright plasmic orb dancing in the sky with smoke surrounding it. Doesn't look like any kind of drone that I'm aware of. What the heck is going on, guys?
Yeah, let's take a closer look at this. Again, we're seeing this kind of a plasmic ball with this trail being led behind it as it kind of dances, like you say, through the sky, about 150 feet to maybe 50 feet off the ground. It's doing these kind of incredible maneuvers. So let's roll it once again and get this close up as we see it pop into frame, and it does this kind of like weird unconventional move. This is not your typical drone. It's doing, you try to pilot a drone like this, it's very difficult. And look at it, just shoot straight down, make this direct bank, and then kind of just coast along the street side over there, and then kind of swiftly moves towards the ocean. Look at this.
Yeah, I would say it started off at probably about 1,000 feet up in the air, but look at this thing dance and its undulations and its speed and dynamics of flight pattern is very unusual. It's hard to tell exactly what it is, but it's really cool that somebody captured this via just watching this webcam and able to see this phenomenon. Look at this thing. Again, it traversed from the sky and it kind of went into the streets. And here's the original once again. Let's just roll it. Okay, once again, this brightness contrast, I did a zoom in on it. I'm tracking this thing. And again, the tell is a telltale sign of maybe a digital breakdown indicating this digital artifact of the tell behind it. But then again, this thing's moving quite quickly. Look at it, just heads into the streets right there on PCH. Kind of intermingles with some vehicles down there and then takes off right there to the coastline. Zooms up forward, comes back down, and then it just comes to a complete stop right about, let's see, there it is. It just hangs there for just a second, shoots back down, and then you see this indicator of the tell. Interesting stuff. Give us a big thumbs up. Like we said, we got a lot of UFO videos, and apparently there were a lot sighted last night in the Los Angeles region. Let's roll the next one coming in. Kind of the same like kind event here. Yeah, like I said, this activity is kind of being spotted on these surveillance cams. This one so happened to be captured during a live event on Fox, and I don't think the camera people were aware of what they were about to capture. Look at this thing. I'm slowing down this aspect just so we could get a closer look. This is original speed. Look at this thing take off. And then let's get a closer up. I'm going to slow it down. It has that same tall tale sign of this digital artifact. Is this thing moving that extremely fast where it leaves a trail like a comet or a meteorite burning up in the atmosphere?
Yeah, is that the means of propulsion, or again, maybe the digital artifact? What I like about this is we've gotten already 2, and I think we've got another one coming up that showcases the exact same kind of phenomenon. And we're seeing the hills ablaze on fire, and we're praying for LA right now. And it seems like the winds are dying down at the moment, so that's a good sign over there. And hopefully they could extinguish the fires here shortly. But hey, people are seeing the phenomenon, and we got a report on it. And there it is, Fox News, covering the Eaton fire. I'm not sure if this looks more like the Santa Monica Mountains. I'm familiar with the area, but look at this thing again. It's large. It's off in the distance, and it's just moving over the city skyline as it leaves this trail. Again, these are the UFO. It's a phenomenon. We're going to share it right here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it is a meteorite. I don't think so. It's moving way too fast, and I don't think it's some kind of conventional drone. I think it's this plasmic phenomenon that people have been seeing for centuries now, right there over the city. Let's get to the next video. Okay, this just came in. I think it's kind of random. Apparently there's a helicopter chasing a bright orb as we're looking at this video quickly before we get to the next one. Brent, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's interesting. We see the bright orb, and then we see kind of maybe the helicopter with the FAA lights hitting, and then it seems to be in hot pursuit of this orb. Very interesting. We're going to slow it down, and it looks like these things that have been seen all over America, New Jersey. I see another flaring orb there. I think that's more lens flare, and we have more UFOs coming in. Smash that thumbs up. Check this out.
Okay, we're going to get a close-up look. This is coming in from Sedona, Arizona. Some people are dubbing this the Palladian ship. I don't know. I'll just call it a UFO. It's interesting. It goes behind the mountainside over there in Sedona. And yeah, it has this really cool look about it. Again, saucer shape, but then lit up almost like a Christmas tree. I'm not seeing any FAA lights, and it's off in the distance there. Pretty windy day over there in Sedona as well. But Brett, what do you make of this? Is this a airline ready to land in Sedona area, or is this something else here?
Yeah, we've been in Sedona. There's a landing top up there, a few little landing areas for small commercial planes, private planes, and again, this could be approach lights from one of those. But like you said, I don't see any blinking FAA lights. I do see something popping on the top of this, but right here we're getting the front angle, and it seems to be this illuminated golden kind of a flying saucer. I'm just gonna say it looks like one craft. Could it be, again, maybe the drone phenomena at the same time hitting Sedona?
You know, Sedona is a hotspot, though, for the UFO activity. People just actually go move out there just to be closer to them. We've met a lot of people that say, I'm here in Sedona because I want to be close to the UFOs. And it is kind of has that chakra about it. It's an interesting place. Now, again, more videos. We want to get your comments right now in this live premiere. Let's roll it.
เขาทำอะไรอยู่สูงนะ
นั่นคือเป็นจานดาวเทียมอะไรสักอย่าง
เป็นดาวเทียมข้างนอก
เป็นแผนตอนแรกมันอยู่ใกล้ๆดาวตรงข้างหลังแล้วมันก็ขยับเปลี่ยนที่ได้มันเป็นแผนจับดาวเทียมที่กัดหรือเปล่าดาวเทียมลูกกลางวันนี่มองไม่เห็นนะเนาะไม่มันหลายสีด้วยน่ะ
Okay, we're going to roll it, the original to the left. I added some brightness contrast to the right to get a little closer look up on this object in the sky over Thailand. A quiet neighborhood. There's some activity there. We don't get videos, UFO videos from Thailand every day of the week here. So this is interesting stuff. Again, this illuminated ring in the sky. Is it a solid disc up there? Again, I like the way the person pulls back. You see it off in the distance. I'm thinking that this could be about 25, 30 feet in diameter here.
Yeah, what I like about this, I thought it was just kind of the shot and just kind of this black mat where you really can't get any scope of environment or the surrounding area. But once he pulls back, you can see that this thing's way up there, suspended in the sky. It has these people's attention, and you see these kind of like oscillating kind of LED lights, but they're kind of has this kind of otherworldly feel to it as well. It's on a slant. What's keeping this thing up in the air? That's a big question. Thailand is a hotspot for UFOs. We're just not receiving them all the time. We hear people say they see them there too as well, and here we go.
Yep, once again, we're looking at it, and I don't see any kind of means of propulsion here, and we didn't hear anything. You could hear the people talking, but whatever's up there, it's silent as heck. You don't hear any kind of means of propulsion. What is it, guys? That's again, we've got another UFO on our hands. So that's what we love to share right here at Third Phase Moon, the UFO phenomenon. It's real. You could call it a UAP, you could call it whatever you want, but we also wanted to give you an update with regards to new information that just came in after we broke the news. Helendale, right there in the Mojave Desert at this base, air base, we found this, what looks to be some kind of aircraft, a spaceship, but one like we've never seen before. Nobody's given us a name about this aircraft, if that's what it is, but there it is, the Lockheed Helendale base. It was sitting there in 2011. I think in around 2015, it's gone. Maybe it flew off, took off somewhere. But again, we have no explanation to what this is. It seems that it's quite large, but this new information came into our email today of what looks to be some kind of schematics. Right there, we're looking down into the, basically, when we showed this yesterday, we showed this underground base, which seems to have led into an underground subterranean situation. But look at this. This is possibly the ship suspended on some kind of suspension system, being possibly taken out of the underground base, ready for liftoff. Again, these are schematics coming in, and there we go, a little close up. I think the one we showed on Google Maps is much larger than this aircraft, but it's interesting that whatever's happening in Helendale over there, and look at this, we have this of a truck, semi-truck transport of what looks to be exactly like the craft that we shared with you on the base of Helendale. So again, interesting information coming in right here at Third Phase Moon. We want to get to the bottom of this. If a congressman wants to find out what's really going on, I would suggest go to Helendale like tomorrow and ask the big question and say, what the heck is this? Found on Google Maps. I'm pretty sure they're going to like blur this image out pretty soon, but again, the information with regards to what we're seeing here is a fluid situation. It's ongoing 24/7 because those photographs we just received from the public. Pretty amazing stuff here. Let me see if I could track down and give a source credit to this, the pictures that just came in. Go ahead, Brent.
Yeah, there's that underground base, a suspected underground base, and it kind of just it looks like it. You see the road, the tarmac, go right into it, and then what's that whole system there, that platform? Yet, in my opinion, this goes down, and you can see the kind of platform as these hydraulics are lifting up this craft too at the same time. This is what it looks like. Let's take, when we do look at the photos again, these representations of what the underground facility looks like, then I think it's bingo. I think we nailed it. We found it. And this shows that this craft isn't, maybe people were suspecting a tent or something like that, which I didn't think it was, because this is odd. You could almost see it suspended there with the shadows on the bottom of it as well too. Let's look at the photo one more time. And look, there's the hydraulics, and it's looking down at the upper chamber with the roof open, with the pole cap and the pylon and the hydraulic actuators. Silo cover the person. Look, I'm thinking that's the same craft we're looking at right next to the buildings, and there it is suspended. Is this how this thing just takes off?
Yeah, coming in from Ferdinand Maradico. I'm hoping I'm not butchering the name, but Ferdinand, appreciate you sending this information with regards to these schematics that were made sometime some time ago, but it's, I think, the first time that I'm seeing it right here at Third Phase of Moon, and it's matching up to exactly some of the stuff that we just exposed. I don't think this comparison with this person underneath it matches up with the size that we shared with you on the Google Maps of Helendale of the crap, but right here on this flatbed semi truck, this is looking like the target here. I think we got to keep an eye on this craft. In my opinion, I think it's again reverse engineered, top secret stuff. I'm glad we have it in our arsenal, but I don't see any means of propulsion behind this thing, and that's what we want to get to, is the energy that they're keeping a secret from the public. We could change the world overnight. Yeah, when we see the bottom of this craft, in my opinion, there's no wheels, so there's no takeoff or ways of it propelling itself using, conventional air to lift it. This, it seems like it's just on its hydraulic, and it just takes off straight static, and it could maybe just hover there using anti-gravitic technology. That's a possibility, but hey, Congressman, anybody out there, I would say there's your spot. Just go in there, grab some military, grab some heavy duty enforcement, and go in there. Don't knock on the doors. Don't say pretty please. Just go in. That's right. If you agree with what Brent just said, give it a big thumbs up. Now, again, what's going on in these videos, we're going to be watching them with you in real time. We're just going to let it roll, but we're going to be with you in this live premiere in the chat room. Let's hear it, guys.
you don't know that at the very top, that whole project is being run illegally.
These are brand new witnesses, and they've got bombshell information to talk about.
These technologies are unsanctioned. They are illegal operations, and this can be proven in any court of law.
It's like, wow, nobody's coming after us. We're gonna do this until we can get away with it.
They would have so much control over everything if they had that.
If this information was all released, it could fall into the wrong hands.
They're using security as a cover for illicit or illegal or even treasonous activities.
The members of Congress didn't have the detailed information of the precise location.
Where they keep the bodies, the craft, the debris, all the evidence that we've been searching for the last 80 years.
He knew how to keep a secret. Secrets were his stock and trade.
They're literally making their own money to fund their own projects.
We have a source currently in the deep black world.
It doesn't matter if you're president of the United States, you're not going to talk about that.
There was this large monolithic slab, looked like it was elevated off of the ground.
It is traumatic.
Look, this is the most top secret shit you've ever heard of.